Good morning, and thank you for tuning in again for our children's lesson this morning. And Willa, every week we have somebody that we welcome in. Who should we welcome in from Megs today?
Dan and Melody.
Hi, Dan and Melody. Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you. What about Chester Hill?
Phil and Joni.
Phil and Joni Tate. Hello. How
Hey,
you guys
Philip.
doing? Send us a little note, tell you what you've been doing. If you're not from either of those churches, that's our little joke, because those are grown-ups that have been watching our children's sermon. They don't have any children in their house. They're just children. They don't have any children in their homes. They're just watching. So we thought it'd be fun to say hi to you guys this morning. Okay, so we have an exciting lesson today. Oh, a topic you're going to love, I think. Well, I'll tell them the exciting topic we have. Manners! Are you excited? We're going to learn all about manners this morning. Oh, my. And we have a song, like usual. Oh, a little commercial. If you like this song, Google Patch the Pirate. He has all kinds of little songs that you might enjoy listening. You could load them on your laptops or your notebooks or your cell phones. And also, for the grown-ups, for a more adult and more in-depth study of this lesson, you might like to listen to Sally Clarkson's podcast on manners. Okay, so our song, Willa. Remember your manners because it is right. Remember your manners, it's a Christian's delight.
Mom made some of these homemade cookies. They sure are good. Lige, have a bite. Oh, I gotta go.
I clean my plate, I clean my plate, I thank my mother for the food I ate. I clean my plate, I clean my plate, and thank her for the food I ate. Remember your manners because it is right. Remember your manners, it's a Christian's delight.
Hey, son. Beautiful day, isn't it? Hey, son. You know what I read in my devotion this morning? It sure was good. Hey, son. What you gonna do today? Want to hear what I'm gonna do today? I'm full of energy today. Woo! Hallelujah!
I look at you, I listen to, I ask about the things you do. I look at you, I listen to, I ask about the things you do. Remember your manners because it is right. Remember your manners, it's a Christian's delight.
Lige! Let's play Dutch Blitz tonight. How about it, huh? Dutch Blitz.
We're playing golf.
I don't like golf.
I don't like Dutch Blitz.
Uno.
Golf.
Checker.
I do not always get my way, but take turns when I work and play. I do not always get my way, but take turns when I work and play. Remember your manners because it is right. Remember your manners, it's a Christian's delight. All right, there's a little manner song. I did do a little creative editing to that song, but you can find the actual song from Patch the Pirate. So why would we talk about manners in Sunday school? What does manners have to do with church or God or Christianity? So you might have noticed in our little skits there that we're not talking about formal manners like use your salad fork for your salad or put your napkin in your lap or don't put your elbows on the table. But we're talking about different kind of manners. We're talking about the kind of manners that show people that we value them. And that is very important to God and in our Christianity. And why do we value people? What's such a big deal about the people that we come in contact? Well, it has a verse for you. Genesis 1, 27. Well, I'll read it super loud.
So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created them.
Okay, so human beings are a big deal to God. He created us in our own image, and that gives us value and that gives us worth. And our value and worth doesn't come from what we do or how we act or how we look. We only have it because God created us and gave us that value. So I bet you know a little Bible verse about this topic, and you might not even know it's in the Bible. You may have heard it in your classrooms, and your moms and your grandmas, seen it on signs in stores and everything, but it's actually a biblical concept, and it's in Luke 6:31. Well, it's going to read that one for you too. Luke 6:31, super loud, sis.
And as you would that man should do to you, do you also to them likewise.
It sounds a little different, but you'll recognize. Have you heard of the golden rule? Do unto others, say it with us, as you would have them do unto you. That's from the Bible. Jesus told his disciples that very same thing, and now we call it the golden rule because it makes sense, doesn't it? And there's another way that we could say this too. I'm going to read this one in John 13:34 and 35. It says, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, as I have loved you, that you also love one another." So there, God is telling us that he wants us to love other people the same way that he loved us. Look at my notes here. So we're supposed to love each other the way God loves us, and he values us, so we value other people. So let's see if we've gotten the point of our lesson. I have a few manners here, or no, a few phrases. Some of them are good manners because they show the other person that I think they have value and worth. They make the other person feel good about themselves. And then I have some phrases that are not good manners because they do not show that I'm valuing, honoring, respecting the other person the way God would want me to. So when I say the phrase, you guys say yes for good manners and no for bad manners. Good manners show love, that we're trying to love people the way God loved us. And poor manners do not show love and do not value people. All right, give them a second, Will, and then you shout it out. May I get you something to drink?
Yes!
Thank you for that lovely meal.
Yes!
Where did you buy those goofy shoes?
No!
Or make us feel good with it. Okay, then, if you don't want to do it my way, I won't be your friend anymore.
No.
Liar.
No.
Here, you take the biggest piece.
Well, I suppose.
Yes, it is, because we're showing the other person that we care about them. So you get it, you understand it, right? Now, here's a couple more things I want to tell you about this. One is that human beings have value, and every time you look in someone's eyes, you're looking into the eyes of someone that God loves and values, and he wants you to treat them the same way he would, in the same way you want to be treated. So, but it doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter if they dress the same way as you, or they act the same way as you. It doesn't even matter if they don't smell as good as you. It doesn't matter if they don't have as nice manners as you do, and they're not treating you quite with respect, because they may not have been trained, and they may not know these things that we know from the Bible and that we learn in Sunday school. Because none of those things are what gives a person value. God is what gives a person value and worth. And so we don't treat them like they're worthless because they're different than us. We treat them like we have Christ's love. And the very last thing is that sisters and brothers and moms and dads are part of those humans that we must treat with value and use our manners with. So you don't treat your little sister or your older brother with less respect than you do somebody at school or somebody in the store. So Willa found a poem that was perfect for that this morning when we were preparing our lesson. She wanted me to share it. It's from God's Wisdom for Little Girls. Being good to others is so hard to do, but it's exactly what God asks of you. So do what you can to be kind to others, and that includes
Your sisters and brothers.
That's right. One more time, Willa. Remember your manners because it is right. Remember your manners. It's the Christian's delight. Bye, guys.